love these little beauties. Soft shell crab, probably one of the most commonly used snack in every single Australian menu. As you can see, I love this stuff. The soft shell crab, do you know why they're so soft outside? For every single crab, when it grows, the shell cannot expand. So they actually molt out of the shell. And they go around 4 days when they're absolutely naked like this. And all the fishermen, they're ready to catch them. That 4 days, the shell is so soft and they got a lovely, amazing sweet taste. Now, with these two beauties, fry them to crisp them up is the perfect trick. A little bit of rice flour, perfect for coating them and create a lovely crisp. Lots of chili powder, so they're nice and hot, all mixed into the same bowl. Chinese 5 spice. These got lovely aromas and amazing fragrance. Lots of sesame seeds for the crunchiness and Szechuan pepper. So aromatico. It's got so much power, much stronger than normal pepper. Just crush it a little bit with the back of your knife, and it doesn't matter if it's still a little bit chunky. The batter is finished, lots of sea salt, and just mix it in. Look at the beautiful colors of the flour. Now, let's clean the crabs. Very simple. These guys don't have anything to be wasted. Just lift the shell up and get rid of the guts just with your finger. Very simple. Look at that. So easy. All the flesh is ready to go. The cloves, the sweetest part, and the legs, they're nice and crunchy when you fry them. Quarter them, get the cloves out of the way. They look absolutely beautiful. And do exactly the same with the legs. So we got plenty of little bites that we can use as a snack. Do exactly the same with the other one, and clean the shell. Get the guts out of the way, very simple, and get the dead man fingers. See you later, alligator. Now, doesn't matter if they're still a little bit wet, we want to dust them in the flour to create a perfect coating and lots of flavor. Very simple, just drop it in the bowl, all of them, and that's when the party starts. We need a pot with lots of hot oil. Very, very hot. Remember, we're gonna fry them for like 10-15 seconds, just to create that crispy consistency outside. All the flavor, I can smell the chili from here. Remember, nice and hot. Once they're ready to go, we make sure that our oil is very nice and hot, and that's how we do this. Look at this. You know when you're gonna have a bath, that you always do like this with your foot? Make sure that the water is nice and warm. We're gonna do exactly the same with this little fella. Let's see if this is hot. You see how it bubbles straight away? Now just let it go. Uno, come here, and all of them goes in. That's absolutely beautiful. They're gonna slightly change the color to that amazing orangey bright color. Careful with the bubbles. Lots of bubbles happening. And as you can see, they already start bloating, and all the oil is penetrating through, getting inside the legs, and making it nice and crispy. Now with the spider, there is not a spider in the kitchen. We push them down. We make sure they fry all the way, but we don't overcook them. So we still got lovely sweetness inside, because they're gonna hold lots of hot oil inside. We're gonna pat dry them into a tea towel or a paper towel. So make sure they're nice and crispy. The rice flour is helping a lot to create that coating and that crunchy. And now, with the spider, there you are, absolutely beautiful. Make sure you drain the oil a little bit and into the paper towel. There you are. Pat dry them just for a little while. Now our lovely tropical fish and chips up. And now let's do as a garnish, a lovely Asian trick with a Spanish twist. Big chunky chorizo, the Spanish sausage, that was chargrilled yesterday in the barbecue, into the pan with a little bit of edamame. Edamame, the very sweet soybeans. They're so special and they're my favorite. I use them because they're going beautifully along with the flavors of the crab. So the chorizo first. Chorizo's got lots of fats and oils. And as you can hear the sizzling in the pan, they're gonna start sweating and they're gonna create a lovely sauce. Nice and spicy and with a lovely red color, the same than the crab. As you can see, if you press the chorizo into the pan, a lovely sweat, like red from the paprika of the chorizo, is coming out. A tiny little bit of green, some coriander and some chives will go fantastic with this stir fry. Opa. Just keep it nice and rough. There you are, plenty. And now, saute, saute, saute. Beautiful. That's looking fantastic. The coriander starts to Oh, almost like a perfume. And it's going along beautifully with the chorizo. And for the last touch, the edamame beans. Just remember, they're really juicy and they cook really quickly. So just whack it in the pan, let them sweat a little bit. Wow, it looks so good. A little bit of seasoning. And to finish, acidity, lime juice. It's gonna refresh that lovely spicy flavor. There you are. And as you can see, I didn't use one drop of oil. All the chorizo juice is cooking everything. The beans are looking so good and toasted. They're so sweet. These look delicious. There you are. So it's so good. And for the sauce, sweet chili sauce, straight from the bottle. So just a nice smear. Now, it's crab time. The crabs, they're very crunchy and they got no oil left. So they're gonna start crawling around the plate into my mouth. What a nice lunch. And this is the perfect trick for a little snack. Cheap, spicy, hot, and very original. As you can see, the little white dots is the rice flour crisping up, and they go a lovely crunch. Almost like having chips out of the bag. A tiny little bit more lime juice, tiny little bit of citrus, and a little bit of garnish. Wow, look at this. Fantastic. Crazy our soft shell crabs. Ah! For a tropical seafood chef like me, life will be so sad without fishermen. They're working hard all day in the sea to catch these beauties. Soft shell crab a la española. Va por ustedes. There you are. That means enjoy your meal. Coffee. I've been all day in the beach, having a nice, lovely suntan, and now I drive for 1 hour inland to the bush, Skybury. It's a tropical area. Even if it doesn't look like it, it's a tropical area. I'm gonna show you a little trick how we have the coffee in Spain, because not everybody have the coffee the same way all around the world. This is the Spanish way, the bonbon way. First, the condensed milk in the base of the glass. Condensed milk is so sweet. I cannot help myself licking the condensed milk from my fingers. I love it, it's so sweet. Spanish people were really sweet. There you are. Second time, the third glass. My heart is pumping right now. I feel like Speedy Gonzalez. I think I have too many coffees already. I feel a little bit, ándele, jipa, arriba. And perfect. So, condensed milk is finished. Now, 4 shots of coffee. Spread evenly in the 4 glasses. Slowly, there you are. This way, we're gonna get 3 different textures of coffee and 3 different colors. I think if I have another one of these ones, I'm gonna be pumping all night. So, the third one, and the fourth one. What a master of quantities, look at that. Perfectly spread. And now, for the last texture and the last color, we're gonna put a little bit of ice and the leftover of the 4 shots of coffee. So it's gonna froth beautifully with the ice in the machine, like woo, big time. We need only 1 per coffee. So the ice go into the blender and the leftover, the 4 shots of coffee. Get in there. This is a fantastic way to create a really frothy consistency without any milk or cream. So now, you see it's changing slightly the color. and it's getting really frothy, but it's not actually any milk in it. Amazing, isn't it? Stop. Hammer time. Okay, so now we got this amazing mix, and we're gonna top it up very carefully so it doesn't mix all the way, and we get the lovely 3 colors of the coffee. That's 1, that's 2, very carefully. There you are. That's 3. Very slowly, so that actually the froth doesn't push the coffee and mess around all our 3 amazing different colors. And as best can last, there you are. So here we go. A little bit of information before I have my coffee. These Arabica beans, they get around 50 hours of process until they get these amazing coffee beans that we all know. They get washed, they get fermented, they get toasted, something pretty amazing. And now, the 4th is finished, and as best can last, that's my coffee. I think I'm gonna be up all night. Coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And even if it looks really pretty, we do have to mix it. And once it's all mixed, that's where we have our bonbon ready to drink. After this, what? Lots of caffeine, lots of sugar. I think I'm ready for the Olympics. Boom, 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 boom. Salud. Au.
Hey, 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 hey.
Ho, 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 ho.
You feeling a little tired?
Not really, I'm just
Good.
always on fire, you know what I mean?
Well, if you were, I have just the remedy. I'm gonna make some espresso martinis using this beautiful spiced tequila. Look what I've done. I put vanilla beans in here, some cinnamon in here. Look at that.
Tequila and coffee.
If you want a real pick-me-up,
What do we got here?
surprising you.
Surprise, surprise. Okay, is that like soy sauce? No? What do we got
This is
there?
a creme de cacao. It's a dark chocolate liqueur. We need a shot in each. So how much is a shot?
So it's
30 ml.
30 mils. You can really smell that chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do we do now?
So we're
Tequila?
gonna put a shot of each.
Why is it got such a cloudy color? Why is that
Because of
cloudiness?
the cinnamon and the vanilla beans in there. I've just got 2 double espresso shots.
Good for sleeping.
And they've got ice in the glass, and that's to chill it down. Because if it's hot and you shake it with ice, it makes the ice too watery and you lose a lot of flavor from the espresso.
Oh, wow.
And
It's
that
a really good
beautiful-
tip back home, eh? Another 60 mil. Okay, so now we get heaps of ice
And
get rid of
then
the water so it doesn't
water.
water out the cocktail.
Are you gonna have a go of this?
Okay, of course. Yeah?
Hey, hoppa. So we're gonna shake it. Wunderbar. Ooh, look at that. And now you've got to pour them nice and quickly. So
Okay.
just empty out the ice, nice chilled martini glasses. And
Okay,
so
I'll
we
do the
just-
chef version of the cocktail. Look at this. How cool am I? There you are.
I haven't seen that done before. Doing
Always
it in
is
the
a
bar.
first time for everything, darling.
All right. Oh, no. Put that down.
Are we not drinking yet? Are we
Got
doing
this
the nutmeg business? Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
It looks fantastic.
You're good.
Okay, let's go and let's don't sleep tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Look at that crema.
Salud.
Salud.
Café, yole. Let's go for it.
Pick me up.
Very nice. What do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
I've been thinking how I could make one of my favorite desserts, the passion fruit and yogurt mousse, without all my equipment, my kitchen, my apprentices, everything I have when I'm in the kitchen. And thinking and thinking and thinking, I got to the point that me and a few ingredients gonna show you how to do this amazing recipe. First step, just need about 370 grams of yogurt. Because I don't have the scales here, I have to use my magic eye and calculate 375 grams, definitely. Okay, now, second step, we're gonna caramelize these amazing passion fruits, but we're gonna do so inside the skins. So we put it into a really hot pan, the heat is gonna go through, and it's gonna give it an amazing smoky flavor. Second step, a tiny little bit of citrus, some lime, Lime is gonna give a lovely citrusy flavor to the yogurt mousse. So a little squeeze will be more than enough. And that beautiful citrusy flavor of the lime is gonna contrast with the bitterness of the natural yogurt. Now, to get a little bit sweet, like 50 grams of sugar, more or less. So we put the sugar inside and we'll whisk a little bit, making sure that the caster sugar dissolves through the yogurt and the citrus. To cream it a little bit, we're gonna put a splash of natural cream, about 50 mils, more or less. We whisk again and we make it all nice and smooth. I can smell the passion fruits. They're almost caramelizing inside. I almost can smell them. As you can see, the skin is cracking and it's slowly burning. All that burn is going through as a smoke and it's giving them an amazing flavor. So what we're gonna do now, switch off the heat and leave them set until the mousse is ready to go. So the next step, instead to be cooking, using gelatin, using pots and pans, and lots of apprentices in the kitchen, me, myself, and my friend the siphon, gonna make this recipe happen. Very, very carefully, we're gonna put our mix inside. It doesn't matter if it becomes a little bit messy. You can wipe it after. We're just here in the middle of the nature, put everything in, and with a little tea towel, clean the mess. There you are. These two little beauties, they go full of gas. And now, what we're gonna do with this gas, put it inside the mix, using the top of the siphon. Put it with the hole to the top, and just get the siphon screw on the big cylinder, nice and tight, so no gas go anywhere. Get the gas inside. Can you hear that noise? That's the gas going in a really strong pressure inside the mix. One, and the second one goes in. If you really want to impress your friends, your girlfriends, your guests at home, you can get yourself one of these. It's about like 70, 100 bucks, and the little capsules inside, they're not very expensive. It's worth to invest on them because they last forever. They need to chill for at least half an hour. But because we don't have a fridge here, I prepared myself one previously. And I did an ASAP fridge as soon as possible. Now, nice and chill, all the gas expand and all the yogurt and the cream become like the lightest mousse you ever gonna see in your life. And I'm gonna show you now. It's nice to shake it so the gas go through the mix. Love it. Now we're coming back to the passion fruits. And with a nice sharp knife, I'm gonna cut them in half. It feels really nice and soft. And it got a lovely smoky flavor. Using the spoon previously I used, I'm gonna spoon this amazing passion fruit in the base of the glass. Be careful because it'll be really hot. Be generous because it's only 2 ingredients in the recipe. Do the second one, and exactly the same. Scoop it out, and that lovely, you see that liquid and that juice, that's the product of the heat. Amazing. And that lovely smoky flavor, fantastic. Now that we got the passion fruit in the base of the glass, we're gonna spoon out our amazing mousse. And now watch this, and wow. Slowly, tipping it always from the top to the bottom. Scoop it slowly, slowly, slowly. There you are. The lightest mousse you ever seen in your life. And slowly do the exactly thing again. There you are. Magic, isn't it? No cooking, no gelatin, no egg yolks, no creme anglaise, just waterful, tropical weather, and passion fruit. How good is this? If you come to my restaurant, I would love to do the same for you. It's really hot in here. I just want to eat. I'm so sweaty right now. Wow, the smokiness, the acidity of the passion fruit, the mousse is so light. And if I can do this simple recipe here in the middle of a waterfall, you can do it at home. Give it a go.